Man's gotta do. What is it?
Chicken pot pie.
Dude, this comes with me. We're gonna have to edit that out though, because we might get. Oh dear. You know what that makes me think of is that one video where the person walks into the store and pushes down on all those chickens.
Have you seen the video of the horse playing with the chicken?
Yeah.
No, I think that song probably is going to be public domain.
Yeah, since it was on YouTube also.
There's another video of like this giant chicken that like you have to like hug to deflate it all the way, and then when you let it go, then it goes for like 45 seconds. Just
that's a shout out to Dr. Horrible's strange blog.
And shout out to all the rubber chickens.
Isn't it his sing along blog?
Yeah.
I was going to get that for Jakers for Christmas, but when I was showing him the video just to be like get a feel for it, then his wife was like, "Will you shut that off? Like, no, turn it off."
She didn't like it at all.
No.
Oh no. You give about even a second of that sound, and she is like anywhere in the house. Stop.
So
what sound? Oh.
So I was like, so maybe not that for Christmas.
Good choice.
So welcome back to D5 questing, everybody. Anyways, so
hey, hard times.
Hard times indeed. So.
One U.S. company.
Whoa! Shut up.
The actual report.
My phone picked up what Jacob was saying, and then was trying to give an answer to him.
Anyways, welcome back to D5 questing.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you guys have been on pins and needles all week, wondering how Mordax and Torvo are going to get out of this sticky wicket.
How they going to do it?
But you got to wait just a little longer while H gives us a recap.
Well, first off,
That's the worst. H is the worst.
Yes, I am.
Lost all of our new recent subscribers.
Okay, all right, but for realsies, Henry Hanover's dad's kind of a dirtbag, and he spit at me, and
the rest is just fill in the blank stuff.
Yeah, now
filler info.
It's all just.
Now I'm following that guy with the hood on,
Kanarin,
and Rav's following me, and the two gobos decided to follow the body to the mortuary, and instead of just talking to the people, they decided to be all stealthy about it. And now they're a little bit worried that they're going to get caught.
Because they were being bad.
I think that maybe this episode we should go back to Henry Hanover's manor and swap roles and have Champ and Rav follow the body and just see what happens for them.
No.
Rav gets distracted by a tree.
Or they walk in and they're like, "Oh, hey, we're just here to examine that body that came in." "Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead."
Oh, come on in. You guys are the examiners? Okay.
Yeah, that's us.
I would have flashed my badge and been like, "Hey, look, I need to investigate his death. I'm kind of his personal guy."
What we should have been, like, we are from Gobo and Gobo.
I never heard of it.
We're new.
Of course you would.
I have this paste. I want to try putting it in his eyes.
Truth serum works on dead people?
you show up with your letter of writ from Henry, and you show it to the morticians, and they're like, "Oh, we already went through his pockets. Yeah, you're not going to get paid. Sorry."
Not trying to get paid. All right. Well, back to the real story, which is brought to us by Reed.
Oh, that's me. Brought to us by stubbornness, because somebody has to be right, and it might as well be me.
Or me.
No.
Well,
I'm getting a huge echo off of that.
You might be. I don't know how close I am to Jake's or H's microphone here.
Oh, man.
I am not getting an echo.
Yeah, I'm not getting an echo either.
Am I gonna,
Okay.
Do I have to whisper?
No, you're probably getting an echo with my voice.
Do I have to whisper? Let me turn the volume down.
Actually, that's perfect like that.
Okay. Well.
Okay,
All right. So do we go
you
back
guys
to the mortuary?
are
or-
back at the mortuary, and you heard the bucket
Okay.
tip over in the hall.
The mop pail.
What the? Who put this bucket here?
I made, so for a reference of how long it took to get this recording underway, I made a 44-ounce jug of hot chocolate, and that is where I'm at.
Wow,
Yeah.
How much is 44 ounces for Canadians
it's like 2 liters.
and the rest of the world?
It's like a liter.
Yeah.
So like 1,000 milliliters?
I'm like 3/4 the way down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
1,000 microliters.
all right. So, where is there? Is there any good?
Was there
places
any
right-
water in that
Oh my gosh.
pail?
Yes.
Like, are these guys going to be mopping the floor and they got lots of time to get out of there?
Well, they're not going to be mopping the floor. They're going to be trying to figure out what's going on
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Why is there a bucket?
in the hall.
Jerry, why did you leave the pail in front of the door?
Again. Okay. So I'm gonna find a nice stealth place right next to the door.
And I'm going to be on the other side of that door. Stealthy. It's what's happening. It's what's for dinner.
God,
The door opens up the wrong way.
Bam!
So, what did you guys roll for stealth?
16.
17.
All right. And what is your what's your plan? If they come through the door
Well,
into the
how about you just role play them and you'll find out what our plan is, huh?
Whoa.
So they spend the next hour cleaning up the mess.
Would we be able to get real nice and hidden at that point?
You don't know when they're coming.
I start working on my ghillie suit.
They walk the door and start pouring cement.
And blend in with this wall.
Was the ghillie suit made of corpses?
Fingers.
Mine was made of the wall.
They call me the Finger Man.
So you hear one of them be like, "Oh, clean this up. I'm gonna go down the hall and into the door."
I need to go back into the place where we store bodies for some reason.
No, it's
I'm
Some
announcing
more.
this for your benefit.
I thought it was an empty bucket. Well,
It's full now. Of piss.
Ew.
It's the second time we've used a bucket like that on the show.
It's the same bucket from the chamber.
it came all the way from Stoneform Village.
Oh,
It's a port
if
key.
only we had a bucket, I could do something. Oh, you mean like this?
Where's that bed? I've been carrying it around with me.
Why
The
didn't you
chamber
list that
pot's
in
a
our
port key.
assets?
Yeah.
Wheelbarrow and a cloak.
All right.
So yeah, they you hear him start to clean it up.
Okay.
I really thought it was empty, so.
Right. All right. I motion to Mordax to just stand by the door real fast, and I hop on his shoulders, and I look through just to see how they look. Are they away from the door or not, or things like that?
Are their backs to us?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look through and their backs currently are to you, but you don't know if they're going to turn around.
Okay.
Like, not even in the wait, what was that? But in the
we're done and stand up and turn.
Yeah, we're like cleaning stuff up.
Hey, their backs are to us. We can do it now.
How far away are they?
So they're probably like 15 feet down the hall. But if you were to keep going down the hall the other way, then that you'd imagine leads to the front of the mortuary.
There's another hall?
Oh, dude, that's what I was trying to figure out.
I thought we were.
Now this
I
makes all
see.
sorts of sense.
Okay.
That's what I was trying. I thought this was the
Do we
end
get a
of
map
I
for
thought
that?
This room was the
Yeah.
end of the hall.
That's what I was thinking too. I was under
And
that.
so I thought
like,
the
I
only
thought
way
we
to
were
get upstairs
trapped.
is you had to go outside to go to the rest of the mortuary.
Okay,
Right. I
that-
thought
That's
we
what
were
me and him
trapped
thought.
where
Okay,
we
yeah,
were
I
at.
was-
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying now?
Well,
though?
that changes everything because
Yep.
So, like, here's the door.
because we had so many plans.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
This is what I'm sorry.
Yeah, you still want to do that?
No, let's go something different.
I thought so. Okay.
That's in my mind what we're looking at.
All right.
basically.
Well, then
And
I'm gonna try and
stuff like
stealth
that.
through the door and go past the hall.
Yep, me too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, you guys are making this wait. Just go down the other hall.
Look, our real plan: we were gonna kick the crap out of them and knock them out, so they didn't even see us.
That was the real plan.
We were gonna gag them and blindfold them. So,
then have your way.
our
Whoa.
gobbo.
Ew.
Whoa, man!
All right.
Brad walked home.
Don't presume what goblins want. Okay. All right. I got a 20 on stealth.
I got a hero point on stealth. And I got a 19.
Okay, so you guys successfully sneak back down the hall further into the mortuary.
Okay.
I thought we
What
were
is-
going towards the entrance. I thought that you said the entrance is on the other side of that.
No, we're presuming that wherever we're going is we're heading towards the other entrance/exit.
Yeah.
Let's go farther down the rabbit hole.
Yep.
So
Man, I'm pretty confident in our ability to beat up some morticians.
Me too. But anyway,
what's fun is I have a map for later on today that's 5 pages of stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't have a map for the mortuary. I've got an Excel spreadsheet of these are the possible ways that people can leave this area, and on that list is not follow the body.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, they'll either follow Kanarin or they'll follow Henry Hanover's dad, or they'll go investigate the house, or they'll go to the shack. But like, follow the body was not on there.
It's the classic situation where, like a cat with a new cat house prefers to be in the box that the cat house came in.
Yep. It's a classic
Thus the
Gilbo
questers.
following a body.
Thus the
gag.
questers do exactly not what the GM wants.
Stop playing with the bubble wrap.
But it's so fun.
Story's over here. All right, so you guys go down the hall, down further into the mortuary.
Any windows?
No windows. No windows. And it's starting to smell more sterile.
can we
And
not?
there's, like,
Is there not an entrance somewhere? This building's not that big. I swear. Outside, it looked really small.
Can we just dig a hole? Can we dig a hole out? Can we?
There's an entrance everywhere when you have a bomb.
There's like a rail along the halls.
Can I punch
that's
the
like
wood
an old
out?
folks' home.
Just gonna shatter the wood to the side of the wall.
And as you guys continue on, then you see somebody come into the hall from a place where there's like a lot of natural light coming in. So you'd imagine that would be like the front of the mortuary where
Okay.
like viewings and stuff happen. And you see this person come out, and they turn and they don't see you right away, but you guys see them because you guys are stealthy.
They don't see us though.
I
They don't see
am the
you. You're real good
wall.
on stealth.
I am the wall.
I imagine myself like Kronk up against the wall.
That's exactly right. I am the wall.
does it seem obvious that we could probably stay in the shadow-ish what we're in, and they'll move on?
Yeah, as you you hear him, you hear the door open, and you hear and you see him come out, and like you just kind of freeze, and like and they turn, and like they've got like some papers that they're holding onto, and they turn and they start walking down the other direction in the hall. So wait for you guys.
Both of us. I just look over at Mordax and nod. And then I just keep going. Then let's go.
Okay. So you see that door that she came out of, and it's still open a crack.
Okay.
And you see that that's the front of the mortuary, and there's a small gathering in there as though a viewing is happening.
Okay. If we go through this door, where are we coming out into that?
It'd be kind of like if the body's at the front of a room, right? Then this would be like off to the side a little bit, and so like
people aren't focused on this door.
Yeah, right. But there are people walking around, and so like, have you ever been to a viewing?
Yeah,
at a funeral home?
Sure.
Yeah, it's like that where it's like the funeral hasn't started yet,
Yeah.
so people are like walking around and like.
Then I stand up and just make sure my clothes are a little straightened and just walk out like I'm supposed to.
I do this. I do the same thing, like I belong. You know.
Okay. I want you guys to. Yeah. Okay.
Roll a society check.
There's deception.
Well, I was gonna say. So you guys come out, and somebody is kind of like standing over by the front entrance to the place, and like you can see that they're just kind of like standing there and kind of like looking somber and solemn, and but you can tell he's the kind of person that is like he's gonna talk to you if you walk past him, like a greeter at Walmart. You don't want to talk to him, but they're gonna be like, "Have a nice day."
Oh,
but you can tell that he knew the person,
right?
So you guys can like walk around freely in here, but if you want to go out that main entrance, then you'll have to talk with this person probably.
What's the level of where this looks like it's? Have they already started it all, or are people still milling in?
People are still like milling in and out, and coming around. So like the funeral itself hasn't started.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think we just go to walk by this guy.
Yeah, gonna walk by.
Give him a little wave and a nod, maybe a kiss.
Too soon. Too soon.
So he's like,
how old is the guy in the?
He forgot to put his dentures in. That's how old he is.
Okay.
Cool.
As far as Torvo knows, kissing's used for grieving purposes.
As you guys are kind of walking up, I didn't know Dag knew any goblins, and you're leaving before the funeral.
I open the door and walk out.
Oh, don't go,
leave
Torvo.
I just walk out, give him a nod, and walk out.
Yeah, we love Dag too. And then I walk out.
Well, I'll make sure the funeral doesn't start until you come back.
Thanks.
Okay. So you guys have successfully evaded the morticians. Let's check in with Champ.
The evil morticians.
Dum 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 bum bum bum.
Let's check in with Champ and Rav. Rav, I see
music. Dum dum dum. It's like your own like little TV show. Champ. Cheesy little smile.
That's Champ.
Still frame. It's like a still frame cheesy smile.
Checking in with Champ.
Checking in with Champ.
He's sitting on an old desktop, and he turns and nods and gives you the thumbs up.
Smile.
And now a word from us kids. Rav, I see that your hand is up. Did you have a question, or is that?
Yeah, I was just wondering when
It's your
Champ
turn?
was going to do something.
Right now.
Awesome.
Okay. So, how are you guys following Kanarin?
So I'm gonna stay back about 30 feet and follow him for a second. Which way is he going?
He is going west.
Towards the gate?
No, because you're up at the. What map are you looking at?
I'm looking at Propa.
Okay.
The
Are
proper
you-
way of doing things.
Are you looking at the one with?
So he's going towards Igwe.
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
So he's on the main streets then?
He's on the what?
The main streets, the little pathway that you have drawn on them.
Yeah. So he walks past the temple to Chiroba, the ruins there, and you guys see good old what's her name? You see Akaya, and she's still like outstretched with her like cup in her hand, like waiting for somebody to offer a donation. She still doesn't like have any idea, like the rejection level. She doesn't know how to handle that. But she's still there. And she sees you guys, and that kind of like snaps her out of it, and she like turns her nose up and like walks back into where stuff is like starting to get constructed or finishing cleaning up.
Cool. So
Go ahead and make stealth checks, or just champ, because Rav, you're farther back, correct?
Yeah, I'm well behind yet.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not
21.
gonna have you make a stealth check. Yes, you're successfully going from like crowd to crowd, and yeah, you can follow him. Are you gonna try and approach him, or just see where he goes?
well, that depends on if he ends up taking a road that has not very many people on it.
Like a back alley?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know if that's what he does.
Well, that's what I'm looking for.
All right. So he, in fact, so if you look at the Igwe rectangle,
Yeah.
underneath the W and the E, there's a C-looking building.
Yeah.
He goes into that building, and it's you can tell it's a residence, and he just walks right in without knocking on the door.
Cool. Well, then I go knock on the door.
Okay. So you knock on the door, and a big, burly guy comes to the door. Can I help you?
I'm looking for Kanarin.
Kanarin's not here at the moment.
I just watched him walk in.
He told me to tell people he wasn't here at the moment.
Cool. So, get him for me.
No can do, sir.
I push my way past him.
He, roll initiative.
$27.
Kanarin, you SOB! Where are you? All right. What do you do?
I push my way past him.
All right. So he's gonna try and grab you. And so basically, we're in what's the word I'm looking for? Non-mortal combat.
Oh,
Because he's gonna try and stop you
Right.
from going in. Right.
but they're still getting physical.
Yes. He's
Oh, okay.
like Champ's just barging right in.
Well, I guess he's will. It's really up to him if it's physical, if it's mortal or not.
So he doesn't want to, but he's got he's not a butler. He's got armor on and stuff. Like he's basically the house Carl.
Okay. The Carl.
Okay. So let's do I guess just grapple, and we'll do strength.
Strength. Okay.
Yeah. Is that fair?
Sure.
Against a Minotaur? Oh, man.
It's gonna be rough. Okay. I got
What'd you
24.
24.
24.
What's his strength at?
Well, how about you just let me worry about that?
How does that make sense?
You can have. He's a big dude.
What level is he? Because I'm only at +4 on strain.
So if you rolled a natural 20, then you get 24.
Did you roll a natural 20?
I rolled a 19.
Wow.
All right. Well, then what kind of saving throw do I need to put on?
So you try and push your way, and he just kind of pushes you back outside. I said he's not to be disturbed, and he goes to close the door.
All right. Well, I let him close the door,
Okay.
and I jump up on the roof.
Just a straight jump.
Yeah.
With his nasty frog legs. Okay.
Hey,
Go
cleared the trees, so.
ahead and make an athletics check.
Make a what? Sorry, you're breaking up.
Athletics check.
Yeah. 27.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully jump up on the roof. And about this time is when Rav shows up.
I see this cloaked figure with the spindly frog legs landing up on the roof. What the fudge is... Man, I can't follow that. I'm going to look for a drain pipe or a downspout coming off the top of the roof in order to shimmy up the roof.
Okay. So yeah, as you're looking for that, Champ, what are you looking for?
Is there any chimneys or anything that I can hear noise coming out of?
Chimney?
Chimney.
Yeah.
Come on.
You do see 2 or 3 chimneys.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go listen, see if I can hear any conversations coming out of any of them.
Okay. So yeah, you don't hear any sort of... Make a perception roll. We'll do that.
It's a 27.
Okay. So yeah, at one of them in particular, you hear somebody crying.
Somebody crying, male or female?
Sounds like a male.
A male.
It's the most girly cry I've ever heard a male. No, it's yeah, you can tell it's a male.
Okay. That makes me wonder if it's Kanaran or not.
What are you crying about, huh? Kids are mean at school.
How big is this chimney?
It is not big enough for you to go down.
Are you sure about that?
You'd have to take off your armor.
Just leave it up on the roof. I'll come back for you.
Oh ho ho!
Okay. No, I'm not taking off my armor. All right. Well, I'm gonna block the chimneys.
Smoke the monster out, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So there is one chimney that has smoke coming up out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna block that one,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna jump back down in front of the front door,
Okay.
just as Rav gets up to the top of the roof.
I was gonna say, Rav, make
Yeah, pretty much.
an athletics check to climb up the drain pipe.
That's going to be a... What's you said? Athletics. Oh, I should have done acrobatics. That would have been better.
You
16.
can do acrobatics if you want.
Oh, okay. That's way better. Okay, let's go with a 23.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully climb the drain pipe up. You get to the top of the roof, and you see 3 chimneys, and you see that one of them has something blocking the egress of the smoke. Doesn't look safe.
I'm going to look over the side down to Frog Legs there and, like, hold up my hands as if I'm asking, like, what the fudge is going on?
And I look up and notice Rav and finally realize that he was following me. Oh, Rav,
Yeah.
Rav, get down here. What are you doing?
Rav's all panting. What have you been doing?
No, I motioned to Rav. Stay.
All right. Rav crouches down and moves back from the ledge.
Okay. So a few minutes go by, and you hear the some heavy footsteps coming to the front door. Being like, I'll go check on it, sir. And so you're just standing like right in front of the front door?
I'm going to be hanging out there waiting. Not like...
Hanging out.
Okay.
How
But
one
like
hangs?
not trying to hide?
No.
Okay. So he comes out and he goes, You again? What are you still doing here?
Still waiting for Kanarin.
Well, I'll let you know when he gets in. Where are you staying? I'll have a messenger sent for you.
I was staying at the Hanover residences with him.
Oh. Well, I'll talk to Kanarin when he gets back, and but in the meantime, I have some other business to attend to. If you'll excuse me. And he closes the door and then locks it, and then like goes to like a shed to get a ladder.
Okay. Are there any balconies on this building?
Upper balconies?
Yes.
Yeah, you see 2 upper balconies.
Is he looking at me?
Kanarin?
No, the guard guy.
Oh, the guard is not. He went to the shed.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump up on a balcony.
Okay. So yeah, you jump up onto one of the balconies, and you don't hear you hear crying from the other balcony. Like it's got an open door, and you hear that same crying coming from over there.
All right.
It's far enough away that you'd have to jump down and jump back up to get up there.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna first talk to Rav and say, Rav, uncover the chimney.
Rav goes over and unplugs the chimney.
Okay.
Now get off the roof.
Just tumble on off, man.
Is this a 3-4 story building?
It's 2 stories.
Oh, good. Okay.
You just drop onto a balcony.
Drain pipe it down.
Okay. As you go over to the same drain pipe that you initially found yourself on, then you see this housecarl come out of the shed with a ladder and is walking towards that.
Well, I'm going to back up a little bit and pull up my staff and wait for the ladder to come up on top of the roof.
Okay.
When he gets 3/4 of the way up, I'm going to push it sideways, not back over. I'm going to push it sideways.
Jeez.
Okay. So go ahead and make a stealth check if you do that. I'd imagine that like you're using your shillelagh to do that, right?
I have a long staff there, yeah. So
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and make a stealth check so you don't get seen.
okay, that's where's my stealth? That is a 27.
Okay, yeah. So you successfully do that, and he falls off, and you hear him like start to shout and curse and. What in the world?
Did the ladder break on him, or did he hear it himself?
The ladder, neither. The ladder didn't break, and he's not exceptionally hurt. Do you poke your head over to see?
No, I just was thinking, he'd be half or 3/4 of the way up, and then I'd poke and, off the side of the building.
He took 3 points of fall damage.
Perfect. That's what I was hoping for.
Ah, sucker! I do this all day. I do this all day.
I helped. I did something good.
All right. So while that shenanigans is going on, Champ, what are you up to?
How far is that other balcony from me?
It's so if you're looking at that C building, you're on the bottom section of the back of the building, and the other one is on the top section. So it's probably like 30 or 40 feet away.
Well, which is it, 30 or 40?
45.
50.
There you go.
Because if it's 30, then I can jump from one balcony to another.
50 feet.
Yeah, you got frog legs, so you could probably do it anyways.
No, that's how I get the 30. Okay, well then I jump down and jump back up onto the other balcony.
Okay. So Rav knocking down the ladder gives you enough time to do that successfully.
Cool. And I go in through that open door to the cry.
You see Kanarin sitting at a desk with his hands covering his face and head in his hands, and he's crying.
Kanarin.
And he immediately he reaches for a sword and stands up and he's like, "What are you doing?"
I grab his hand as he stands up.
"What are you doing in my house?"
I have questions for you about Henry.
Now's not the time.
Well, based off of your tears, I'm assuming that you're distraught about this. Do you have any ideas on what happened?
Well, they're saying it's a suicide, but I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either. What do you think happened?
I don't know. I don't know how much he's told you.
He just told us that there was people that liked it. No, well, we discovered at actually the Temple of Akota that there's people that don't like him.
I don't know much about that. I best not betray his last confidences in me by telling you information that he might not want you to have.
Well, I'm determined to bring justice to this situation, and I would appreciate if you were to help me.
Indeed. How can I help? I'm happy to help bring this injustice and whatever happened to justice.
Do you have any idea who could have done this?
A number of people, I'd imagine. Unfortunately for me, I would be a suspect in it for the way that I acted toward you and your fellows 2 nights ago.
I'm not gonna lie. It's the reason I followed you back to your home is because I believed you were suspect the way that you left the scene.
I was hoping that I wouldn't be followed. I don't have anything to hide, but I knew that I would be a suspect, and I appreciate you believing that I'm not.
Well, had I not heard you crying...
You do believe me.
Had I not heard you crying, I would have...
wasn't crying. You're crying, man. Of course I was crying. He was my best friend.
Well, where do you think I should start?
I would start with that no-good brother of his.
Okay, I can start there. Where are you gonna start?
I need to collect my thoughts. And, quite honestly, the Dungeon Master didn't write my role to be an integral part of what happens next.
Man, all things are coming up hard for you, huh?
Let's pull up my notes here.
Like, crap, why the frick are you talking to this guy?
Not that one. I just want you to see what it is that I actually wrote. Go ahead and read that, James.
PCs follow Kanarin to house where they are met by the house Carl, who tells them Kanarin is not to be disturbed.
That's all I got.
Oh, man.
All right, well...
A DM should know better.
I'm gonna interrogate him a little bit more.
Okay. Do your worst, he says.
We've heard a lot of things about your brother and how strong of a whatever he is.
Apothecarian,
whatever. We heard that he's really good at making things untraceable. Do you think that he could have made something for someone?
I have no doubt that Shimo could have done something like that, but why would he want to hurt?
I don't know that he necessarily wanted to hurt Henry.
Have you met Shimo?
I have not. No, I would like to. But I don't think that he intentionally did it to hurt Henry. I think someone paid him to make something to hurt Henry.
Well, that is his business, after all. It is his business. He tries not to sell poisons.
Well, when the price is right, it's hard to not.
And this last election cycle just made it legal, after all.
Topical.
Only an Igwe.
Parappa.
Okay. Where can I find your brother?
He should be at his shop. He should be at his shop, which is by the city center.
Perfect. I'm gonna go talk to him real fast, and then I'll get on checking Henry's brother.
Wait, before you go, be careful out there. If things go as deep as I think they do, then, well, we all might be in danger.
I appreciate that. I go back out to the balcony and jump up onto the roof.
Doing?
Rav, we gotta get out of here.
Rav rolls over and he's just chuckling to himself. He's like, okay, let's go.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to Gobo and Gobo.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
What?
Yeah, shoot. Let me prep my workstation.
What are you guys up to?
Well, now that we have no idea what else to do,
Hanover residence, right?
Hanover residence. Yeah, let's go check it out.
See if we can go 3 strikes on an old Jacob.
And we successfully lost all of our leads.
And that's going to do it for season 1. Okay. So you guys make it back to the Hanover residence.
Okay.
And you see the crowd is dispersed, and you see just one guard guarding each of the entrances.
Police tape up.
Yeah.
Holographic police magic tape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know you've seen it. You know the type.
My sci-fi videos. Okay.
Hemp and rope.
Okay.
Orange reflective tape.
He's just at what is he? Is he looking very? Yeah, I guess I'm here.
Yeah,
or is he taking it seriously?
It's basically like I'm here because nobody else is home type thing.
Right.
And like I'm getting paid. You can tell he's not from like the city guard. He's from the Cherobin, like private guard basically. It's almost like Kinrick hired somebody to keep an eye on the place.
Okay.
Just want to, I mean,
What do you want to do?
Should we just walk up and just go in? I mean, we might as well talk to the guy. If he tells us no, then we'll find another way. Let's just walk right by him and see what happens. Okay.
So you guys start walking up.
Sure.
like we are supposed to be there naturally. We own this place. We're like, give him
Yeah.
a little nod, wave at him, and start walking in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold up there, little fellas. Are you supposed to be here?
Yes. We have a letter of writ.
Can I
And
just
our
see that letter?
We've been sleeping here for like the last 2 or 3 days.
Oh, is that who's smelling stuff upstairs? I smelled.
Probably not, but okay. Thanks for keeping watch.
Let me see.
We'll be seeing you.
Hold on. Let me see that. Letter of writ.
What are you gonna do? This is our place.
I know how to read.
Yeah, but
I'm
this
just gonna
is
read
still,
it.
we're supposed to be here. We don't have to answer to you.
Wait a minute. When you put it that way, come on in.
All right, and here we
No.
go. And I gotta walk in. You
No,
said
he
it.
Oh, sarcasm.
he's insists that you show.
I can intimidate
Go ahead.
to show that we belong there.
Do we bump into them by chance as they're walking back?
I got a 15 on my intimidation.
You're gonna have to do a little bit better than a 15.
Wow.
Then I'm going
no
to
roll.
be.
He
I'm
had
gonna-
a roll in his mind for that one.
I had to have myself a 35 just to beat that one. Fine. I'm gonna try deception.
Okay. You could just show the letter.
Fine. I'll show the flipping letter. Wanted to
Okay,
try
well,
and use my abilities, but no. No, we're just gonna have to show our letter.
You can deception it.
No. I'm showing the letter. Too late.
Okay.
He's not bitter.
He looks at it. Clearly, you are the ones that belong to the stuff upstairs. Welcome back, I suppose. Just ask you to stay out of where we found the body.
Where was that? There was a body?
Oh, you haven't heard. I didn't mean to be so crass. Mr. Hanover has passed away.
What? How? Kenrick?
Suicide. No, not Kenrick. Henry.
Henry? How did
My best friend.
How did they know it was a suicide?
They found a dagger sticking out of his chest.
Why would he put a dagger in his chest?
It's an odd way to try and commit suicide.
I never thought about it myself. never thought about suicide much before, but you're right. It makes us all think, huh?
Is there a lot of blood? Do we have to, watch our step?
Well, if you stay away from where the body was found in his personal chambers, you should be just fine. But I don't see any need for you to be in the personal chambers, anyways.
Exactly. Thanks for letting us know.
You're welcome.
Wow.
All right.
As you guys walk in, then you hear him go, "Goblins are peculiar folk."
Cool.
Not
So
just
we
anyone could just walk by a guy like that.
Yeah, so we shut the door.
Okay.
And I look at Mordax. Bedchamber?
This is not our first rodeo, guys.
Okay. Is that where you guys go?
Yep.
Okay. So you find yourself in his personal chambers, which comprise of 3 main rooms. There's his bedroom, his bathroom, and his personal study.
Cool.
Perception.
Okay.
To see if I can find anything of interest or I don't know, anything that's out of place. That seems like there could have been a struggle or something.
Okay. Where are you starting your investigation?
Well, I mean,
What's the first
door.
room we walked in? Yeah, the first. What's the first room that we walked into?
I would imagine both of us are the moment that we open the door, we're starting to look.
Okay, so you go into the study first, and then the bedroom is off of that, and the bathroom is off of that.
Okay.
So the
All
study's
right.
first.
21 on my perception.
I'll be Sherlock if you want to be Holmes.
Okay.
14 on mine.
And
21 was
21. Okay. So you see a very neat and organized study. There's a big desk with governmental type documents. You see a star chart on the wall. You see a book on his desk titled Coin of the Kingdom, a book of monetary theory and policy.
Does anything seem to be out of sorts?
Yeah, is there anything out of place? Like,
especially since it's really neat, it should be.
yeah,
easy to tell.
we should be able to see like a scuff on the rug or something like that from like where the desk was sitting on and it got moved over, something like that.
You don't see anything quite like that, but you do find his personal journal.
Who found it?
Probably
roll-
you with the 21.
Okay, you with the 21 found it. You there with the 21.
Great job, Holmes.
I found his journal.
Spectacular, Holmes.
Should we read it? I don't know. I feel bad reading it. It's his personal journal.
I open it up and start reading.
I make my way into the bedroom as he starts to read.
Okay.
Actually-
the most recent stuff.
Yeah, read his most recent 2 entries.
An interesting thing happens when you go to where the most recent entries would be written, and
Some
you
puzzle.
find that some pages are missing.
From when? What was the last date?
The last date was when the Akhoten temple was burning.
And it's clearly you could see that they've been just shredded out.
Yeah, it was
Rushed.
like Yeah, we're
Not meticulous.
Yeah, it was there. It's clear the pages are missing.
Okay.
Hey,
Mm.
You
Mordax,
also
somebody ripped the pages out of the most recent stuff.
you also
Keep it as
find
evidence.
you also find a little bit of
Tuck it in.
of ash. Like if you were to take a burnt match or a burnt piece of paper and rub that on a piece of paper, just or like place it.
Like they were trying to uncover what was written.
No, not like that. Like
So they weren't doing a charcoal rub.
no, it was like
Okay.
it's like if you were to take a piece of burnt paper and put it in a book and
Okay.
close it,
Yes.
and then take that out, it would leave some
That carbon.
residue. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see that. You see a little bit of that.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I take the journal and I tuck it away. And that doesn't
Write
seem
that
anything else of significance.
You're
I flip through the book, like I basically, is it opened? The one that he was reading?
the book that he was reading is open. Yeah.
I hold it where it was open, like I keep a thumb there, but then I like shake the book just to see if anything comes out or anything like that.
Okay. As you're shaking the book violently,
Yeah, so aggressive.
you shake the book, and part of it comes out of your hand a little bit. Like
Uh-huh.
you didn't have as good of a hold on it as you thought. And you see that the front cover kind of flaps open a little bit, and you see that there's been an inscription written on the inside of the front cover.
Okay. And what does it say?
It says, "Henry, may this book help you learn how to rule a people."
Yikes. Okay.
It's not signed by anybody.
Had to be daddy
It's not signed by anyone.
or brother.
Okay.
Or even an a-hole from the church, I guess.
Okay, I've moved my way into the
Bedroom.
bedroom.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception check.
18.
And I guess I'll follow him once I'm done doing all that.
Okay. In the bedroom, you very clearly see where the body was on the bed. There's blood on the bed, but again, it just reinforces what you saw from before, where it's like there's not nearly enough blood for this to be a suicide.
And
Like-
again, for him to commit suicide on his bed.
And you also see
So it's clear that he was in like the prone position.
Like
What is
people just
prone?
don't stand there. Like he's on his back.
Yeah.
so
well, on his front, so it would be supine, but yeah.
so
Either
yeah,
just laying down though.
well, yeah, I mean the body's not there anymore.
Right, but it was clear that that was the shape that was.
Yeah, it would be like roll perception, because like trying to see, I mean you can see where the blood it was,
Sure.
but like position
18.
somebody was laying down on.
25.
Okay, yeah, so you can see that it more of the bed was disturbed than what would be thought for somebody who's sitting on the edge of their bed, stab themselves in the chest, and fall over backwards,
Okay.
like onto the
There
bed.
seems to be a disturbance in the bed.
Yeah.
But that's tough. Is it easy to tell whether or not this was done by people who got him out of here, or who found him?
That you don't know.
Okay.
That you don't know.
So either way, the struggle could have just been somebody pulling him out of bed or not.
Correct. Yeah. So, and again, you didn't like the sheets aren't like he wasn't like in
Sure.
his bed.
He wasn't tucked in.
Yeah. I wasn't like okay.
Okay. He just that happens to be where the blood was.
You also
Check
notice
the window.
nothing in the window.
Like the window's fine.
Yeah, window's fine. But you notice a glass on the nightstand, and next to the glass, you see his so-called checkout notice, as they say.
Is there?
My wife told me I shouldn't say suicide note, and so I was like, "What else can I say?" And so she looked up, and now in her Google search history, it says alternatives to suicide. And checkout notice was one of them. So if you open up PDF, the one that's titled Note, and Mordax, can you read that? Assuming you read it out loud. Assuming Mordax can read
Where did you send it to?
your email.
It's the latest one. Happened right before he showed up.
Yeah, instead of one big PDF, then I sent like 5 PDFs.
All my stuff goes to my spam, so I don't know which one it is.
It's the one that says no.
You want Rap to read it?
So you're just like so
Brad's the voice that we hear in our heads when we read.
you're just so full of distraught that you hand it over and you're like, here, read this.
I literally do not have it. Sorry.
All right.
Interesting.
There you go.
H, can you forward him that email so he's got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. It is with the greatest of regrets that I write this. The world which we know is coming to an end. Our grandest places of worship lay in utter ruins. Common rabble are at the very gates of our city, demanding entrance and a place among the very best of us. I know I was to be next in line to succeed my father and sit on the High Council.
I got
But
it.
unfortunately for Prappa, this chaos cannot be tamed, neither can it be stayed. I wish for my brother to ascend to the High Council in my stead. As for myself, I choose not to live in such anarchy. Adieu. Oh, uh-huh.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
All right, I pull out. Do you share this with me?
Well, I said it out. I was reading out loud.
Oh, right. I said it.
I guess I should have read that as Torvo.
So in your head, that's what you read.
That's
Yeah.
that's what I sound like inside. But when I hear my voice in recording, it sounds all scratchy like this.
Yeah, drives me crazy.
I compare this handwriting to the handwriting of the note that he gave us.
Uh-huh.
Um,
When I see him doing that, I pull the journal out and set it next to him too.
So the journal and the letter of writ, those handwritings match, but the checkout notice was written by somebody else.
Easy to tell. Is it really easy to tell?
It's like if you are looking at it, then you're like, yeah, somebody like Henry's right-handed, and the person who wrote the suicide note is left-handed.
Did you share with me about the book?
What I found in that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No,
Seems like
Not yet.
no, I meant to.
Playing this one close to the chest.
Oh, he got stabbed in the chest.
Oh, too close.
All of a sudden, I remembered something while I'm sitting there looking. Oh yeah, and the book out there. Yeah, I share it though.
Do you have the book with you?
Do you have the? Go grab that book.
Okay, and I go
Wanna-
get it.
I want to compare the note
Yeah.
in the book to the letter that we've just read.
We do a cutscene, and then all of a sudden, Toro's walking back in. I don't want to role play him going to get the book.
So then I walk into the room and I go up to the desk, and it's still laying open where I left it.
I love it in shows when they cut out like 2 seconds of stuff. 2 seconds later, here's the book. Anyways, so yeah, you compare the handwriting, and whoever wrote the inscription in the book is the same hand that wrote the suicide note.
Daddy.
Mordax, look!
Gasp!
Okay.
3, 2, 1, everyone gasp!
D5.
Sudden intake of breath.
Okay. You also see a likeness of Henry Hanover. Are you still looking around, or is there more you wanted to do with handwritings and stuff?
No, we've compared the notes.
Hey,
Hold on, before we go any further.
I believe the person who wrote this note wrote this same thing in the book. I agree. Let's take both of those as proof. And evidence. Evidence. It's all coming together.
And we give a goblin high five.
Yeah.
Fist bump like this.
Yeah.
Back
Old
to back.
pinky.
No, it's a back to back thing where we try and like fist bump back to back.
Yeah. Turns into turkeys.
Turkey. Anyway.
So as you keep looking around, the room, you see a likeness of Henry Hanover, Tracy McDonald, and Canarin in their teenage years, just kind of like on the other nightstand. Good times, good memories type thing. You also find a loose floorboard.
Ooh.
Who
Let's
found
just
that?
leave that. No, duh.
Roll raw d20s. Whoever gets the highest.
19.
And if you tie, then neither of you find it. You bonk heads as you both go to open it.
knock ourselves
I
out.
got
by
a
the
9.
So 19 and 19.
No, I got a 9.
Okay. It's like, oh boy.
H said teen at the end of it.
All right, so yeah, you pull up the loose floorboard, and
Mordax, look!
you find small knickknacks in it, like
Paddywhacks?
Look, knickknacks! I wonder if he has a paddywhack.
dog bone.
Give the dog a bone! Maybe!
Give that dog a bone. But you see, it's almost like when you were a kid, you'd collect small things that you're like, oh, this is treasure.
I never did. I was beaten when that happened.
It looks like this case is just cracking wide open. It's like, what would you call it?
A cracked case?
Yeah!
Cracked wheat. You see, there's
Case
a
on
rusty.
It's
There's
like
a
cracking
rusty
corn.
There's a rusty key, a ball of string, and a hand-drawn map of the grounds.
A rusty key? How did it become rusted?
A hand-drawn map of the grounds?
How did it become hand-drawn?
Hey, maybe this key leads to something on his grounds. Is there an X on that marks the spot? Let me look really hard.
Yeah, it's
It's probably an O.
It's a P.
P for prize.
L for
Yeah, there's and like it does look like a child drew the map. Like if you had like a 7-year-old that was like, all right, I'm gonna make a treasure map for you, and like it's got the dashed lines that like lead all over.
It says in that deep of voice. All right, I'm gonna make a treasure map for you.
Hey, Dad, make a treasure map for my dad. Yeah, I'm making you a treasure map. Do you like it, Papa? I love you, Daddy.
I'd imagine at this time that the other two are probably showing back up at the mansion.
Maybe not. Let's keep going with your invest. You guys take any of that stuff, or you just put?
Yeah, no, everything is
Oh
coming.
yeah, all of it.
Because man, who knows when we can come back here?
And we're
You
gonna
guys-
check the bathroom too.
Was there? Yeah, I just want to check for any entry points and stuff. If there was some place that this person could come through, is his bookshelf or anything there? Can I move it? Can I see behind it?
Go
Is there
make a
stuff?
perception check.
I mean, a 22.
I got a 24.
So as you guys are kind of doing this, Mordax, you look underneath the bed to see if maybe there's something there, and you see a small glass vial.
I grab the vial and pull it over.
With a pencil. He sticks his pencil in the vial.
Yeah! Looks like he met his end. Put your sunglasses on. Put your sunglasses on.
Give me my Torvo. Get me my aviators. And I pull them off. And he gives them to me. I put them back on and say, pull them off and go, this case just solved itself.
Yeah! All right. I see the vial when he pulls it out, and I'm like, oh, hold on for that. That might still have something that we have. And I pull out the other vial to show him.
Ah.
So Mordax, as you're looking at this vial, it looks very familiar to something from your past.
Ooh.
You recognize it, and it suddenly all starts coming together for you that this is
snap.
This is a poison vial that everybody in the Thieves Guild gets upon initiation. And the poison inside, you know it as Raven's Claw extract.
Henry was a master thief.
I don't know if that's what I'm thinking, but
Exactly what a lich would have.
But yeah, you know that that's where this came from.
okay.
The real question is, who milked the Raven's Claw?
Dum dum dum.
Maybe we should find that out next.
I don't know. I've stared at our GM and he doesn't seem to have a reaction.
Maybe next week.
This is the double down, 2 hours, son.
No, there's I want to finish searching the house just because it seems silly to me to start searching the house on the next episode, unless you guys are alright with that.
I mean,
Unless
how
you guys
long
are
is it
done.
going to take?
Yeah, for real.
Like 5 minutes or 10
I
minutes.
don't know. We seem to be
think
more
that.
ridiculous.
You think that, but we have a way of dragging things out.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently this one took an entire episode. Oh.
All right. Well, in that case, find out what happens next time. Will Mordax the Axe or Wreath Thief start to tell us a little bit more about his shady AF past?
Mhm.
Shady as fun.
Shady as
Will Torvo lose his faith in the only goblin friend that he has?
Well,
Will we find out where Champ and Rav are headed to?
Yes.
I don't know.
Find out next week on D5 Questing.
Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my land.
Oh!
Cut.
D5.
D5 wholesome.
D5.
D5.